Alright guys, good morning. We are pulling out of our campsite here on Reed Creek to start the Georgia Traverse for day one. We came in last night, made our, I guess, about 7 or 8 hour journey, and came in through Greenville, South Carolina, and made our way down over the mountain. Check out the previous video for the overlook that we saw before we came down into our site. Got onto the trail and found ourselves a couple campsites, but eventually this is the one that we picked. So we're coming out of it. There's a little stream crossing you got to get to. So this campsite is, you know, off the beaten path quite a bit, but it keeps a lot of people from coming down. There's not too many people out this time of the year anyway. So this is Dan from Fisher Deep Adventures, and we are headed out on the Georgia Traverse. So if this is something you're interested in, please stick around for the video. We pulled out of the campsite, so you all saw the trail that we kind of went down to get out, and so we are starting our time on the Georgia Traverse. So we'll see how it goes, and I don't expect us to see too many people. It's cold and in the middle of February, so we'll hit the trail. So far it's we're just on some dirt roads. I know it transitions to forest roads, to gravel roads, to paved roads, so we'll kind of see what's out here and see where the day brings us. So the cool thing about the GPX file for the Georgia Traverse is that there are waypoints all along it. So once you download the GPX file to your off-road software of choice, it lets you know where all the turning points are, where some possible campsites are, and things like that. So there's some offshoot trails that you can take as well, but so let's get to the next section. All right, when you get to the intersection of War Woman, you want to bear to the left. The file isn't super clear, but you want to bear to the left on the War Woman. Otherwise, you're going to leave the National Forest. And then we're going to make a right before you cross the creek. All right, we stopped right here at the West Fork campground. Just take a look. This is in the Chattahoochee National Forest, and there's a stream down here that Sam and I are going to go check out. Now these campsites aren't walk-up campsites, but I mean, they're not drive-up campsites, but you can walk to them. This would be a cool place to stop and like eat lunch or something. Little beach, stream. All right, once we left the campground, there's this little one-lane bridge that crosses that same river. This section of the trail brings us up about 3,200 feet. So the first time above 3,000 feet here on the Georgia Traverse. So pretty cool overlook. It's a little hazy out, so you can't see much, but pretty cool nonetheless. After the overlook, we're, like I said, right now 3,300 feet above sea level, and we move back to a paved section of road. So that last section of gravel was it looks like 13 miles total. So back to another little paved section. So there are a couple houses up here. So I guess this is some residential area where we're coming through. So I think we go back to off-road or gravel or forest road. Go back to a forest road here in another mile or two.
So these are the things that I find are pretty cool. We're just, you know, coming down and you're getting ready to turn on another road, and this is what you see.
All right, we just came off the mountain, and there's this little overlook, and this is the first time that I have cell service. So this is what the overlook looks like. We're in Georgia, a couple miles, so pretty cool. So if you're out on the trail overlanding or doing whatever it is, and I use the Spot X communicator. I like it because it's you can type messages on it. The service plans are pretty easy to navigate. We got the middle of the road one, which gives you 100 text messages a month, but you can pre-script text messages in there. It don't cost you a thing, and it has a tracking feature to it. So where I'm going, it drops little breadcrumbs about every 10 minutes to kind of show my location. So I like it. It works pretty good, and I was able to tell her, you know, when we got to camp, I was able to tell her, you know, good night, and you know, when we got up in the morning and when we got started today. So I think that whether or not you're using this or any of the other ones, Garmin, InReach, you know, just have one that way that people can keep track of you, but also because if you get in trouble, this is the only thing that's going to get a message out. So again, Spot X was the one I picked. You know, pick one that suits you. So we're gonna get headed back down the mountain. All right, once you come off the mountain, you drop down to 2,000 feet above sea level, and you go through this little town so you can get gas if you need it. There's a grocery store, hardware store, and then you're going to make a right on Betty's Creek. So we're still on pavement. We've been on pavement 6 or 7 miles so far. But so just remember, if you come this way and you're heading off the mountain, as soon as you come down, you're going to make a left, and then there's a town that's got everything you need. So restaurants, like I said, hardware store, there's a Piggly Wiggly, stuff like that. So
this is the Tallulah River, and there was a pull-off spot and a little post where you could walk out and sit and see the river run through these little rapids. Pretty cool.
This Tallulah river is probably one of the prettiest places I have ever seen in my life. And we came up and we're getting ready to cross a stream. So we'll take you along for the ride. That stream crossing, favorite part of the Georgia Traverse so far. All right, that's going to be about it for today's video. Today we went from the campsite at Reed Creek down the Georgia Traverse to Hale Ridge Road. We got to cross a bunch of streams and see a bunch of really cool sights. That's part of the neat thing about this trail, is that it's the stuff that you get to see that really makes a difference. So that's all for today. This is Dan from Fisher Jeep Adventures, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the trail.